Greetings everyone, this is Gulab here. In this video I wanted to talk about the glories of Lord Shiva, and these two videos combined about Lord Indra and Lord Shiva are to show that they're both equally the Supreme Lord and very worthy of praise. I would like to talk about a little bit about the Ishvara Gita. It's a part of the Kurma Purana. Now we never really hear much about the Ishvara Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is very well known, and everyone seems to focus on Bhagavad Gita, but Ishvara Gita actually predates Bhagavad Gita and is the original Gita, and it's spoken by Lord Shiva. So let's see if I can get a better picture on this. All right, there. Now if I can see it more clearly. Okay, great. So one interesting fact of Ishvara Gita, which most people do not know, is that it is the original Bhagavad Gita. In the end of Ishvara Gita, Vyasa Maharishi talks about how the knowledge of Ishvara Gita was transferred from sage Sanat Kumara to Vyasa Maharishi. At one place it is said that in the Kurma Purana 211, 131, 132, Vyasa said, Lord Narayan Hari, the son of Devaki, himself gave this excellent knowledge to Arjuna. This confirms the fact that Ishvara Gita given by Lord Shiva was passed on by Lord Krishna as Bhagavad Gita. Also, one more beautiful reference from the same Purana. Kurma Purana 130, 59-62. Vyasa said, You are blessed favorite with the Lord. In all the three worlds there is certainly no other person like you who is a devotee of Shankar and the conqueror of enemies' cities. You have directly perceived that Lord Rudra, who has universal vision, has faces all round, who is the very embodiment of the universe. That divine lordly knowledge has been precisely understood by you. The eternal Hrishikesh himself has recounted it to you out of delight. Do you go to your own abode? It does not behove you to grieve over it. With the greatest devotion, seek refuge in Shiva, worthy of being the refuge. Kurma Purana 130-65. Excepting the son of Satyavati and Krishna, the son of Devaki, neither anyone has been nor will be born who is equal to Arjuna in the matter of devotion to Shambhu. These references confirm two facts. Number one, that Bhagavad Gita was originally spoken by Lord Shiva to Lord Narayan and all the sages. Number two, Vishwarupam that was shown in Bhagavad Gita was that of Lord Shiva. Mahapariyava in his Devathin Kural also says, it was Shiva who showed the Vishwarupam. Bhagavad Gita 11.8, Pashya me yogam aishvaram, Krishna says to Arjuna, I will show you the mystic opulence of Ishvara. Bhagavad Gita 11.32, Time I am the great destroyer of the worlds. At a later point of time, when Arjuna asks Vyasa who was that personality who was slaying all his foes in battle even before Arjuna could slay them, and Vyasacharya says, Thou hast, O Arjuna, seen Shankar, that first cause from which have sprung the Prajapatis, that Pusant being endued with great energy, that he that is the embodiment of heaven, earth, and sky, the divine Lord, the protector of the universe, the great master, the giver of boons, called also Ishan. O seeker, the protection of that boon-giving deity, that Lord of the universe, he is called Mahadeva, the supreme deity of supreme soul, the one the one only Lord, with matted locks on head, the abode of auspiciousness. Mahapariyava further states, Bhagavad Gita verses, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna shtitati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudrani mayaya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. 1862. Tameva sharanam gacha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim stanam prapsayasi shashvatam. O scion of Bharat, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace you will attain transcendental peace and the supreme and eternal abode. Krishna asks Arjuna to surrender to Ishvara, Lord Shiva. Bhagavad Gita 1861 matches exactly with the verse in the Vedas. Ishanha sarva vidyanam Ishvara sarva bhutanam brahma dipatir brahmano dipatir brahma shivo me astu sada shivom. This mantra in the Vedas is for the fifth face of Lord Shiva. This mantra exactly matches with Bhagavad Gita 1861, Ishvara sarva bhutanam. This clearly says that Krishna is referring to Lord Shiva, and this becomes obvious when in the next verse Krishna asks Arjuna to surrender unto Ishvara to attain supreme peace and enlightenment. Also, Mahapariyava further states that Krishna himself says that moksha can be given by Lord Shiva if surrendered to Lord Shiva, and if anyone surrenders to him, he can just remove the sins, because 1866 he says, Aham tva sarva papebyo moksha ishami ma sucha, which means, I will deliver you from all sins. He doesn't talk about moksha, whereas in Bhagavad Gita 1862, he talks about Shiva being antaryami of every living entity, and in the next verse he says that only if surrendered to Shiva, Arjuna can attain the Paramashanti, eternal peace. This aligns with the words of Lord Narayan in Sutta Samhita. In Sutta Samhita, Yagna Vaibhava Kanda, 25th chapter, Lord Narayan says to Satyasanda. That's a long Sanskrit one. I'm going to skip the Sanskrit on that. Here's the translation. Lord Narayan says to Satyasandi, I, Brahma, and all the Devas cannot grant moksha. It is only Mahadeva who can grant moksha. One who is my devotee but who doesn't worship or chant the name of Maheshwar cannot attain mukti even after billions of births. Lord Shiva says the same thing to Rama in Shiva Gita, that after doing virtues for billions of births, one will get the knowledge of attaining Shiva Gati. There is also one more reference from Padma Purana. Padma Purana contains chapters about the glorification of Bhagavad Gita. Just like Karma Purana links Bhagavad Gita with Lord Shiva, the Vishvarupa Darshan of Bhagavad Gita with Lord Shiva. Here also in Padma Purana, Narayan himself links Bhagavad Gita with Lord Shiva. In Padma Purana, Lakshmi Devi asks Narayan about what is higher than him. Padma Purana, Uttarkanda 175, 14, 15. O Hrishikesha, you alone are always to be meditated upon by the self-controlled ones. Therefore, I have a great curiosity to hear from you about that which is higher than you. O Achyuta, tell me if there is something different from you who are the Lord, the Creator, and the Destroyer of the worlds. He replies, saying the nature of the self is the nature of Ishwar, Shiva. He also talks of that he eternally contemplates on Panchavakra form of Shiva in Padma Purana, Uttarkhanda 175:20-26. He also goes on to say that Bhagavad Gita is in the form of Lord Shiva. Padma Purana, Uttarkhanda 175:16-18. Lord Vishnu said, O goddess, this my body is illusory and not real, and is augmented with the mass of the acts of creation, maintenance, and withdrawal. O dear one, the nature of the self is different from this. It is without duality and unity. It is free from existence and non-existence, and without beginning or end. It is pure consciousness, has acquired luster, is beautiful due to great joy, is the form of the Ishwara Lord, can be known only through the unity with the self, and this is what is told in the Gita. Padma Purana, Uttarkhanda 175:26-29. Lord Vishnu said, O you, beautiful lady, I'll tell you about my firm existence in the Gita. The 5 chapters are the 5 faces in order. The next 10 chapters are the 10 hands. 1 is the belly, and the remaining 2 are the lotus-like feet. Thus the 18 chapters are the divine forms of words. It, destroying great sins, should be known through knowledge only. Therefore he, the very intelligent one, who studies a chapter, or half of it, or a verse, or half a verse, is liberated like Susharma. Well, the being with 5 faces, 10 hands, a navel, and 2 feet is none other than Sadashiva. As the Vedas say, Shuddha Spatika Shankasham Trinetram Panchavaktrakam Gangadaram Dasha Bhujam. Lord Shiva is described as pure crystal consciousness with 3 eyes, 5 faces, have 10 hands, and Ganga on his head. Moreover, 10 Upanishads are talking about the 5 faces of Lord Shiva. Number 1, Panchabrahma, exclusively talking about the 5 faces of Lord Shiva. Kalagni Rudra, Jabali, Brihat Jabala, Basma Jabal, Rudraksha Jabal, Mahanarayan, contains the mantras dedicated to each of the 5 faces of Lord Shiva, 38 mantras. Shuka Rahasya, Annapurna mention of Sadyojat, Teho Bindu mention of Sadyojat. This 18 is something really special. Mahabharat war happened for 18 days. Mahabharat contains 18 cantos. Bhagavad Gita is 18 chapters. Isha Upanishad contains 18 shlokas. There is also a place in Shiva Gita where Lord Shiva says, whoever studies Isha Upanishad will merge into him. 18 Puranas, 18 Upapuranas. Upanishads are 108, which is multiple of 18. Panchabrahma Upanishad, the Upanishad exclusively talking about the 5 faces of Lord Shiva, contains 36 slokas, twice the number of 18. This 18 is nothing but the Panchabrahma Sadashiva Mahadeva Svarupa, 5 faces, 10 hands, a navel, and 2 feet form of Chandrasekhar Shiva. Enjoy reading Ishvara Gita, Kurma Purana, Canto 2. Contents. And there is also Kurma Purana, Ishvara Gita. And that is the end. So, as you can see, the true original Gita is the Ishvara Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara Gita, spoken by Lord Shiva. So the different types of groups really downplay this, like followers of Vaishnava cults, Vaishnavism, seems to contradict this info a bit. The Shiva Siddhanta and other Shaivism, different branches of Shaivism, seems to understand the true nature that Ishvara, Lord Shiva, is the supreme being, supreme Lord. So I would like to end there. So thanks for listening, everyone, and you all have a great day.